Hello, everybody. Welcome back for another Microsoft 2024 live stream. I hope you guys are all doing well. Happy what was supposed to be Sunday, but we are now Monday. Happy Monday, friends. Pete Thibs, good to see you. Ian, welcome back. Cat Minnesota, good to see you, my friend. Pilot Total, welcome. Gigliotis, good to see you. Kay Sanders, welcome back. Ethan, good to see you, my friend. Welcome back. Mr. Chris Clark, good to see you. Gary P's in the house, welcome. Nadya is here. Welcome back, Nadya. Hope you're well. Greg Alwell's here. Good to see you. Doc Neveco, good to see you. Sis Corner, welcome back. Canadian Cessna, good to see you, my friend. Welcome. Skyworker's here. Good to see you, dude. Welcome back. Bradley is back. Good to see you, my friend. Sushi, welcome. Matthias, good to see you. Welcome back. Jay Mando is here. Welcome. Hope you're well, my friend. Chat, can we remove the Christmas lights now? Let's remove the Christmas lights. I'm out of the Christmas season. No more Christmas. Christmas is done for the year. We'll see you next year, Christmas lights. Epic Aviation, what's up, man? Tom Dixon, good to see you, my friend. Welcome back. Andres, good to see you. Round trip? No, just the one leg today, man. One leg today. I got a pretty busy next couple of days with the new year coming up. We're having some people out at the farm. So I got to get some stuff ready for that. Pharaoh Sim, good to see you, my friend. Welcome back. Owls, good to see you, my friend. Owls isn't at the stage where he's banning all those people yet. Don't worry, Owls. It'll get to a point where you'll just ban all of them as well. Epic Aviation, welcome. Abhi, good to see you. Air Canada 08, welcome back. Hope you're well, my friend. Chris, good to see you. Willie, good to see you, my friend. Nick, good to see you, man. After 2 solid days, I think I have the 2024 controls and keybinds done. Oh my, I don't want to do that again. Correct. Thankfully, is that bus going to drive right through the airplane? Yep. Thankfully, when you do your Microsoft settings, it saves to the cloud. So even if you reinstall the sim or you have to do anything with the simulator, it's usually all saved in there. So that's what's great. Travis, good to see you, my friend. Welcome back. Hope you're well. By the way, Travis, I have sent all your information over to Thrustmaster. Unfortunately, they don't provide me with a time or anything like that. But Thrustmaster has all your information. So hopefully sooner than later, you'll have your yoke at your door, my friend. And you will be flight simming in style. Who else did I miss? Hyper, good to see you, man. Welcome back. J-Space, good to see you. Welcome as well. All right, friends. Well, some real-world BA City flyer ops today, friends. Into London City. The main reason we haven't flown into London City, and I can't remember the last time we've flown into London. Does anybody remember? I feel like it's been years since we've done this approach into London City. We just didn't have a proper aircraft to fly into London City, unless we were doing like some type of GA adventure. But here we are. The British Airways BA City Flyer E190 service from Edinburgh all the way up to, down south to London City. Going to be a fun one today, friends. Going to be probably a smasher into London City, but we'll see. Cap, out of curiosity, did you find the license key for the E175? I purchased it, but I'm asking for the key, and I'm not sure where to find it. You probably would have got an email, or depending on where you bought it, Epic, where did you buy it? On the Aerosoft store or on Contrail? Good afternoon, Cap. Hope you enjoyed your Christmas and Boxing Day. I did, Mike. Good to see you, my friend. It was a good one. Cannot complain at all, my friend. Cannot complain at all. Cool. Well, let's jump inside the aircraft. Let's get this bad boy programmed, ready to rock and roll. We are sitting cold and dark, so we're going to power this bird up, and we'll get it configured, ready to go for our flight into London City. Cool. First thing is first, battery switch 1 can go on. Battery switch 2 can go on. We'll grab our external power because it is available. Beautiful. External power goes on. We'll arm our emergency lights. We'll get the no smoking to the on position. Everything else over here is good. We'll get our nav lights on. We'll get our logo lights on, and that is pretty much it for the overhead, friends. I love this airplane for the setup. Kind of reminds me of the RJ. It's very simple to set up. It's kind of fun. All right, we'll flip this guy over to Hector Pasquale's because we are Hector Pasqualing today. QH 1034 here in Edinburgh. Short stream today, most likely going to be a short stream. Yep, flight's only about an hour and 20 minutes, I think. So yeah, this is a makeup stream. We were supposed to go live yesterday, but I lost internet for 22 hours. 22 hours my fiber was down, and I just started with this company this week as well. Wednesday. I got the internet with this new company. Not good first impressions. The internet is super fast. I guess we just have to wait and see if reliability. I can't ever remember my other internet being out for 22 hours at a time. Yeah, and they were calling it vandalism, exactly. Flight X Cam, thank you for the subscription. Welcome aboard. Jay, good to see you, my man. Welcome back over on the vertical stream. Alrighty, first things first, let's jump down here to our electronic flight bag. We're going to go to flight details. We're going to import via SimBrief. Beautiful. Edinburgh, over to London City, correct. Our call sign today, Flyer 2 Golf Hotel. Very nice. We'll accept that. We'll accept that. Very good. Let's go to our departure page. I'm going to confirm some numbers up here on my SimBrief. SimBrief is saying we need 4465 on the fuel. I'm showing 4465 over there. Beautiful. I'm going to instant the load. You just saw the aircraft kind of sink down a little bit. Beautiful. Let's go spend some time over here on the FMC. They call us a MICDO or an FMC. Probably an FMC, I would think. Let's go ahead and go to our route tab. Everything looks good here. For some reason, the AirAC isn't updating, but not that big of a deal. That's fine. Go to our route tab. We're going to flight plan request, send, good. We'll activate that. Beautiful. Let's go to our departures. We're going to be planning. Let's go see what the winds are doing here. We have any ATC online? No ATC online. Winds in Edinburgh are showing 250 at 1. 250 at 1. Well, I'm assuming then that means we're probably going to take runway 24 for our departure. So that's what we're going to plan. Runway 24. We're going to be on the, I believe we're on the GOSA. The GOSA 1 Charlie departure. Very nice. And we'll insert that and apply that. Very good. Let's go to our arrival page. Weather in London City is looking a little bit spicy, at least last time I looked. Winds are 050 at 7. Winds aren't a problem. Overcast at 2,400 feet is where things get a little bit interesting into London City. 6 degrees, 1 degree on the dew point. So, coming into London City, we're going to expect the ILS runway 9, and we've kind of got an interesting routing to get us to the ILS runway 9. If you look at it down here, it's basically this. Because of all the other airports, our arrival kind of takes us all the way around and like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to flights, and we have to see that we're doing the old ODL 1 Juliet arrival. All right, so arrival is going to be the list 1 Charlie. So let's go runway 9er. We're going to plan for the ILS 9er. We're going to be on the ODL 1 Juliet, which comes off of the list 1 Charlie. And then we can insert that. Beautiful. And we'll apply that. And then what we'll do is we'll go to our flight plan page, and we're going to scroll through this here, and we're just going to make sure that everything looks okay. Only in Europe would you get 10 active plan pages on an hour-and-a-half flight. Crazy. Okay, scrolling through. The main thing I just want to make sure is that it has the arrival after Listo. So I've got, where's Listo? All right, so after Listo should take us all the way down to Jacko. And then once we see Jacko, we kind of want to look at that one. Let's look for Jacko. All right, there's Jacko. After Jacko should be Nonva and Babku. Nonva, Babku, then LC 21, 22, 23 to Ravsa. 21, 22, 23 to Ravsa. Then Gapgi. Yep, and then Aptev. Yep, and then LCO7 to Osev. LCO7 to Osev, then LCO102 to Todby. LCO102 to Todby, and then Oddleg, which should be correct. Take us to Oddleg, and then CFO9 and FFO9. CFO9, FFO9, runway 9. Perfect. I'm actually happy with that. Good. All right, let's go to our Perfinite page. We're going to go to this guy. We're going to go 30 minutes. That is good. We'll go to our next page, and here's where we'll plug in some information, friends. Going to be cruising up at flight level 350 today. Our ISA deviation is showing -7, so we'll throw that up into there. Beautiful. Zero fuel weight today was 35,583. So 35,583. We'll throw that into there. Beautiful. And fuel, we should have 4460. So we'll plug that in there, 4460, beautiful. And that looks good for that. I'm going to leave this page blank for now. I will throw in a cost index. We can go cost index of 15. There we go. That looks good. Okay, beautiful. Back to our perf page. Then we'll jump over to the electronic flight bag. Let's work on some performance stuff. So we're going to be departing runway 24. The conditions are dry for now. We'll do a flap 1 departure. We'll sync up the live weather. And we'll calculate our V-speeds. Very good. We can then go back down to the McDo. We can go to our takeoff, and then you should see our V-speeds. 27, 37, 43, clean by 187. So what we'll do is we're going to bug up 187. Need to flip this one over to manual. We're going to go 187 on our clean speed. Very good. And then what we can do is we can bump this over to map. We can remove nav aids and airports. Very good. And we're looking great, friends. So upstairs, let's spool up the APU. 1, 2, and 3. APU is spooling. Beautiful. We'll jump back down here. We're going to go to our ground operations. We're going to close all of the doors. Very good. All right. Looking good, friends. That what you got for switching from red team to blue? Sorry, for which one? Oh, yeah, well. Flying DTW, it's insane. What, the weather? The weather is crazy here too, man. Yeah. Where do you see ISA deviation? It's in your Simbri flight plan. ISA deviation. Should be like right in the second, under your flight plan summary. Should see your ISA deviation in the right corner. ISA deviations. Okay, we should be on APU power. We'll confirm that down here. We see 100% on the APU. Perfect. We will go ahead and disconnect the ground power. We will then go upstairs here and we'll go GPU disconnect. Very nice. Frequency today, we should be on 122.8. We'll throw that up into there and then we'll flip that guy over like so. Beautiful. And then squawk code, I'm just going to put in 1000 because we don't have any ETC. And we'll move that to TARA. Beautiful. How's it looking behind us? I think we're good for push. Yeah, we're good for push. Cool. We'll go to GSX. We will prepare for pushback and departure. Nope, we don't need to worry about any ice treatment. That's fine. Beautiful. Weather in North America at the moment seems crazy. Got 155 knot headwind on the way into Philly. Yep. That winter jet stream, man. The winter jet stream is absolutely nasty. Nasty, nasty. Am I supposed to get any snow later? Looks like I might get a little bit of snow in a bit. Not too bad though. Yeah, go look at the east coast of the U.S. and Canada today. It's absolutely abysmal, dude. That storm is massive. The storm reaches all the way down to Florida and goes all the way up to northern Quebec. The same storm. It's absolutely bananas, dude. Absolutely bananas. You see the low pressure in Toronto last night? Holy crap, was crazy flying. Yeah, dude, it's been, the weather has been abysmal, to say the least. Abysmal. HCAP doing some Hawaiian ops. Nice. Got unmatched air traffic control Wednesday. I'm doing Garuda Indonesia ops, Jakarta to Shanghai. Enjoy, my friend. Tiger Nuts is here. Good to see you, my man. Welcome. Steven, good to see you, dude, as well. Adam, what's up, man? Welcome. Can't confirm weather's awful. Yep. Ember E2, FSS has to make it. Let's let FSS actually finish making this airplane, and then let's worry about the E2. Nose right, facing north on Echo. That sounds about right. All right, let's go ahead and release the park brake. Beautiful. I'm going to set our cruise altitude, just be nice and lazy. There's no ATC, so we might as well just bump this all the way up to 350. Very good. Let's go ahead and get our beacon light on, and we'll go and spool up some engines, shall we, friends? Engine number 1, start. I'll crank the sounds up for you. Enjoy. Gap was checking VAT map, but I couldn't find you. Just search for my call sign. Yoke is glitched out? That's fine. Fix it. My banner upstairs just broke. Give me a second, chat. Park brake is on. Very good. We have a good start on number 1. Let's start number 2. Jet of the West had a fun day. I bet a lot of fun flying around right now. Unrealistically stupid 21 months. Thank you very much, man. Appreciate you, brother. Ah, yes. Thank you for reminding me to turn that on. And that should be on. All right, we got 2 good engines. Very good. APU can go off. We will set flaps position 1 for takeoff. Auto brake can go to RTO. And we need a trim value of up 1.2. There's your trim value right here, chat. Up 1.2. Very good. And I think we're looking good, friends. We can go ahead and get our nose light on. We can release the park brake. And we can start moving forward. Very nice. What Embraer is this? This is the FSS. All right. Taxing up out of here. We're going to go Echo, Echo 1 Alpha, and then short of Delta for the runway. Hey Cap, how are you? Where are you flying to? We're flying to London City, my friend. London City. The always and ever challenging London City. London, London. Only the one leg today. If that's what you were asking. Only one leg. Check out that Breeze 195 I sent you. Paid to have that livery made, the best detail of any livery. It includes all the Breeze white seat details, new cockpit worn textures. Ooh, nice. Cool. Definitely keep that in mind. Thanks, dude. Thank you, thank you. All right, let's arm auto throttle, or toga mode. Sorry, not auto throttle. We'll arm toga mode. We still flying on New Year's Eve? That's the plan, Tugger Nuts. To be decided if that actually happens or not. But yes, the plan is to be live Wednesday morning. Well, afternoon. Try Lukla. Lukla's pretty tough. We decided it's happening. Nice. Hope the L1011 for mini builds is good. Wonder when it will be released. I have no clue, man. I've never flown an L1011. I have no clue what to expect from something like that. Birthday stream. Ooh, we might have to be live then for sure. Oh, this is an E190. can always put exclamation point aircraft in chat, G-Man. Buffalo is winds are 30, gusting 60. 2-mile visibility, snow. Safe to say all the flights out of Buffalo this afternoon are probably canceled. Judging by those conditions. There was an EasyJet right here. I don't know where he went. Is he this way? Nope. I don't know. Does only the E190 have the steep approach? I'm not sure, to be honest with you. I'm not sure. Is there something that I have to arm for the steep approach as well? I was always curious about that. I'm kind of new to the Embraer. I don't know a lot about it, to be honest. I'm pretty new to the Embraer series. Only the 190 and 195. Nice. How much is the plane that you're flying? Andrew, put exclamation point aircraft in chat, and I'll take you directly to their website. To the left of the throttle, there's a steep approach. To the left of the, oh, right here, the steep approach button. So I'm assuming that needs to be armed then. Otherwise the airplane won't scream at me. Imagine 10 years ago the storm would have blanketed the northeast under about 2 feet of snow. Yeah. Listen, dude, the weather has been so weird. It was freezing rain last night, and it was negative 12 outside. I've never seen that in my life. I've never seen freezing rain at negative 12 Celsius. That was a new one for me. Would you spend 40 USD for the aircraft cap? I mean, if you're really into an Embraer, I would say that it's worth it. If you're not really into an Embraer, I don't know. Very nice, Hayden. Alright, friends. Edinburgh traffic flyer to Golf Hotel. Lining up runway 24. Edinburgh. Alright, friends. Let's get this going. Let's get our sterile cocks on. Landing lights on. Strobe lights on. Nose light, or sorry, taxi light off. Hey Cap, how's everything on vacation now? Couldn't watch most of the streams. How are the Ejets now when I get back? Do you think I should get the CRJ or the Ejets? Honestly, I prefer the Ejets. But that's just me. I prefer the Ejets. I don't know. Sterile what? You heard me. Sounds up. Yo, cam's on. Let's go flying, friends. Arm our auto throttle. Should see takeoff in white on the left of the PFD. Very good. And advance the throttles to about 40%. Slight nose down pressure. Advance the throttles. Auto throttle kicks in. Very good. Takeoff power set. We're moving.
80 knots.
Neutral.
Blue 1. Rotate.
Rotate, chat. Nice and smooth. Bring that nose up. There she goes. And we're flying, friends. Positive rate. Gear up.
This message is for owls.
Ooh. Some hoots for owls. Hoot, 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 hoot. Some hoots for owls. Alright, slowly building up our speed. Get those sounds back down to a little bit more of a manageable level. There we go. And we're approaching our clean speed of 187 knots. We can now flip this over to FMS. Here we go. There's our clean speed. Speed check flaps 0. Very nice. Follow our flight director. Make our right turn out. Add a little bit of back trim. Make sure our speed stays well. Very good. There's our speed increase to 250 knots as we're coming up into some IMC conditions. Boris said his next sound pack will be the Ejets. Yeah, I'm pretty excited for that, man. That'll be pretty badass. Definitely enhance this package. The sounds aren't terrible with this aircraft. They're just not the best. Alrighty, coming through 5,000 feet into the soup. Autopilot 1 will go on. I'll bring you back up into the flight deck. I believe there's a restriction. How can I avoid this restriction? No, there we go. It's going. Never mind. It did it. Or no, it's going to level at 6, I think. Or it's going to try to level at 6. I don't want that. I'm just going to go flight level change. 250. No need to level off. Keep her climbing. How do I like that yoke? In my opinion, it's one of the best yokes on the market, especially at this price point. Obviously, there's all kinds of force feedback yokes and stuff out now that cost thousands of dollars. For the average regular simmer, I would say this is the best yoke on the market. It is my favorite. I've used many other yokes. I still think this is the best bang for your buck. Did LaGuardia MDW yesterday in the 7.3 and absolutely buttered the landing into Midway with a negative 89. Nice. Like to see when they release the freighter package in the E2. I could see as a lower priority sim release. They already have the freighter. You can get the E195 freighter or the E190 freighter, I believe. I forget which freighter version it is, but they already do have that. How many coffees does this bird cost? Depends. PMDG coffees or regular coffees? That 6,000 restriction is usually ignored IRL? Correct, Paul. Yeah. Morning, TCAP. What's the plan for today? I want to join the convoy out of London City. Luke, we're only doing one leg today, man. This is a little bit of a makeup flight. We were supposed to do this flight yesterday, but unfortunately my internet went out. And I know there was a lot of people excited, myself included, to fly into London City. So I decided that we do a little bit of a makeup today, if you will. Little bit of a makeup. Sterile can go off and seatbelt signs can go off. That's not seatbelts, that is. There we go. And our speed is only staying at 250 for some reason. I wonder if we have a speed restriction out of here. No speed restrictions. I'm not sure why it's doing that. Let's go down here and we can actually work on some stuff. We'll go to perf and we'll go to perf init. We'll go next page, next page. So we'll go 280/0.77 on the climb out. That's good. Cruise, that's fine actually. We can leave that the exact same way that it was there. And then our descent, again, we'll go 280 and or Mach 77 on the descent. Very good. All right, cool. That should increase our speed here eventually. For some reason it's not doing that, so I'm just going to flip over to manual speed. And we'll bug this up to 280 on the climb out. There we go. Very nice. I agree with the thrustbuster yoke. Feels very close to real 787 yoke from personal experience. Well, there you go, Lucas. Very cool. I mean, the whole selling point of this yoke was the actual travel, right, and motion of this of the 787. So, like power. Good to see you, my friend. Welcome aboard. Hope you're well. Will it be a while before you fly the 7.3 again on stream? I'll probably fly the 7.3 when the Boris sound pack comes out, Cam. So the next couple weeks, this week coming up, we're going to be in the Airbus series. We're going to be in the Phoenix. The following week, I also think we're going to be in some Airbus, but we're going to do some heavy Airbus. So 330, 340, 350 is the plan for next week, not this week coming up. Most likely that'll be the plan. Wish they had the fluid movement in the cabin of the Z190 package. Whenever the sound pack comes out, I'd like to see both added. The fluid movement in the cabin. Sorry, what is that? Is there a way to get the Boris sounds to work in 2024? There is a way, but the sounds are not ideal. I would just wait for an update. It's not going to take Boris long. I said it would probably take 2 to 3 weeks once the aircraft released. The aircraft's released last week. I'm assuming he'll get it open soon. Clouds look great. They do. They do. What are we going to be in the Phoenix? Anywhere exotic? Tahiti, Australia, Saskatoon? Saskatoon, baby. Any X-Plane 12 upcoming? No, I don't have any plans for X-Plane 12. For how you're able to control the visual movement like all the other packages are just over the switches. I'm still a little bit confused when in flight. I don't think I'm understanding. Not that you're wrong. I just don't think I'm understanding what you're trying to say. The PMDG haters are strange. The same naysayers probably spent more on the crap every week. Do you know what I've noticed, Paul? Ever since the 730 has come out, 737 has come out, where have all the trolls gone? They've disappeared. There's no more trolls. They're all gone. They have disbanded. Is this plane available in 2020? Yes, correct. It's the holiday season. Give Boris some time. That's true as well. Yep. Absolutely. What are your top 10 add-ons for Microsoft 24? Oh, Tom, I mean, that's a very broad question. Are we talking like top 10 airplanes, top 10 sceneries, top 10 utilities, top 10 overall? There's a lot. There's a lot we can potentially speak about. Which yoke do I have? The Thrustmaster Pendular yoke system. Trustmaster. The master of thrusting. You have a 35 knot tailwind. I'm in front of you going Mach 8.2. Sounds good. Shouldn't be an issue. I've got Mach 7.9, I think, set. I meant for the cabin, like you're able to do in the cockpit. I prefer the ability to fully control your eye movement. I guess they haven't added a cabin yet, only have fixed views. No, you can go into the cabin. There's a full cabin. Ooh, look at that. It's working now. Look at all the people. Everybody be nice. Wave and say hi. Hi, everybody. Good to see you all. Nice. I think we forgot to close the door, too. Shh. Just bought a $50 thermal printer off Amazon, installed the drivers, and set the Phoenix CFB, and downloaded the Real ACARS app, and it's awesome to have load sheets messages print automatically. That is pretty cool, actually. So now we have regional jet, isn't an RJ. Are we doing cross-Canada trip? A cross-Canada trip in the RJ? Ew. I don't know of any Canadian that would enjoy that. It's a nice PAX edition. Say hello to your Captain Canada. They're gone. I think in order to see them, you have to have the door open. I think that's part of, like, the shtick with GSX. Yes, it is. You have to have the cabin open in order to see them. The cabin door hides the passengers.
Well, hello,
Hi.
buddy.
Hello. Hi.
Pistis44
Hello.
donated $5.
Pistis.
I love you.
But why, thank you. Love you too. Appreciate the support, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I think at one point you could fly across Canada on a Dash 8 with multiple connections. Yes, there's a Canadian aviation YouTuber, and he has done it before. He has flown all the way across Canada on Q400s. Alex Praglowski, if you've never checked him out, check out his YouTube channel. Very nice videos. I'm on a cross Canada trip with the ERJ. Yeah, I know that does not sound fun. That sounds very, well, I mean, I guess it depends which airports we choose to fly in and out of. When do you think a good 220 will drop for 24? As soon as Synaptic puts out their 220. I don't know the date exactly of when they plan on releasing it. But I'm assuming that's going to be the best one. Cap, create a flight sim community here in Canada so we can meet and greet in the summer. Or just go to Flight Sim Expo. Get your passport and go to Flight Sim Expo. That would be my suggestions. Daily Driven, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Took this bad boy into Aspen last night. Was spicy. You took the 190 or the 175? Just realized no camera today? Correct. Firestorm, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Welcome back. Opinions on 2024 setup with a 5080, 32 gigs of RAM, and a Ryzen 9 9900X. Probably be really good, Gamer Dog. Probably be really good, man. $175 from Denver, like a 30-minute flight. Nice. Scoop D, good to see you, man. Same to you, brother. What's the main difference between the 737-800 and 800? The length of the fuselage. That's pretty much about it. It's a little bit longer. It's stretched out. Cap, hope you're great. Do you have any news about Synaptic A220? Nope. If you want any news about the Synaptic A220, you got to go to their Discord. Just Google Synaptic Discord, and it should pop it up. You sat there in your birthday suit? Nope. Nope. Never purchased any builds sceneries. Any recommendations for somewhere in North America? I mean, they have a lot in North America, Luke. Depends what you're looking for. Any builds Detroit is really good. Their Buffalo is also really good. Their JFK is good. Heavy on performance, but it is good. What am I missing? Any builds LAX is incredible as well. If you want like some major big airports. They have a bunch of other stuff that they sell on the AnyBuilds website from other developers. Kind of got a mixed bag of everything. Hey Cap, tried Auto FPS to notice that it disabled my frame generation on the fly. Just curious if it does that for you. No. So Seb, most likely you just haven't... It shouldn't disable your... But you have to make sure that you choose the correct target. So if you're using native frame gen, you would use frame gen. If you're using no frame generation, you would use that. If you're using lossless scaling, you would use that. If you're using FSR, you would use that. So you have to choose your target. Make sure that you've got that set. I'm planning to build a form factor PC for Flight SimCap. Hope it can handle the heat. Lots of fans in there. AnyBuilds Honolulu. Yep, that's another good one. Maybe we could shine some light on this, but Aspen loaded the Loc 15 into the FMS, but not a chart for it on Navigraph, just a Loc DME. I don't know. Could just be the aircraft making it simple for you. Can't wait for AnyBuilds DFW? Yes, that one I'm very excited for as well. That's going to be a good one, man. That is going to be a good one, sir. Cap, do you ever figure out the direct 2 on this bird? Yep. Yeah, you just go to your flight plan. Go to your flight plan page, and then whatever you want to go direct to, take it and put it up at the top. That's it. So like if we wanted to go to Lakey, we'd hit Lakey, and then we'd put it up at the top, just like a Boeing. Now, whether it works or not, well, that's a different story.
Hey CPT, this message is for Davis. Davis, when I see CPT at Expo, I'm going to give him a big bear hug and squeeze in a couple no-glove tickles.
Sheesh. Dangerous. That sounds dangerous. Thank you, XLT. Appreciate you, my man. Or was that Cap Minnesota? One of the two. Thank you. Is an auto necessarily with one statute visibility in auto land? Depends if you get the runway by minimums. Where's Henry? He is asleep on the couch. Loops around and goes nuts when I do it sometimes. Yep. Yeah, sometimes it can be a little bit weird and buggy. I do concur. I do concur, my friend. Same person. There we go. Wait. You're right. Sorry. I forgot you changed your name, but it doesn't change it on Tangia. Apologies. Alright, we're at cruise altitude, friends. Well, we're kind of at cruise altitude. What are you doing, airplane? Why are you 140 feet below? Are you climbing? Okay, it's climbing now. Just being weird about it. Just being weird about it. Alright, let's get some nice cinematic shots of our BA City flyer. Looks good. You'll be using steep approach mode into London City. My wife was a pilot with City Flyer. Very cool, Christopher. Yes, we will, my good sir. Oh, sim crashed. That's the first time we've had a sim crash using chase plane. People have been warning me about that. Sometimes chase plane will end up killing itself. Okay, hold on a second. Let me get some tunes on for you guys, and we're gonna restart here. We have heard about that problem. We have heard about that. I guess no more cinematic shots for now. Absolutely love Chase Plane, but it does not like me right now in 24. Had 3 crash desktops out of 4 flights. Had to uninstall it for now. I've made 3 perfect flights since uninstalling. Yeah, my sim never crashes. So I know for a fact that has something to do with Chase Plane. I'll most likely uninstall as well, and then go back to using FS Realistic for now. Which is weird because that, I mean, to be fair, that's the first crash we've had. I've been using it since release. That's the first crash, but I've heard that the cinematic views, it seems to, sometimes it's when you go into those cinematic views, it doesn't like that. It gets a little bit angry. Haven't had a crash desktop, but I haven't really used cinematic mode. I've just used custom interior views and external views, and I've been fine. Yeah, it's the cinematic mode. They've pretty much come out and already said that they're aware that there's some crashes that are happening when using cinematic mode, so we just won't use cinematic mode. Happened to me too, and it's always on the same camera angle. Yeah, that's interesting. That's an interesting one, isn't it? All right, chat, no big deal. We're loading back up. Loading back in Edinburgh. Give me a second to get everything ready to go here. Captain question, flew the Indy 350 from Paris to Houston this weekend. All was great. Woke up the next morning and I noticed frames were awful. Is that a known thing on long hauls with the 350? It can be. It depends on how your simulator is configured. But it can be. The whole thing about Chase Plane is cinematic mode. Why else would you use it? The views you get without it. I'll wait till the cinematic mode is fixed. Yeah, I mean, sure. All right, chat. We're already loaded back in. Give me a second. What time is it? 12:48 p.m. Put this back to 12:48 p.m. We're good. All right, let me get this. Well, here, hold on. Let me just throw it back to this screen. Alright. That's good. That's good. I need to get you open. Okay, you're already there. Need to run G's. App is already running. Why I also spawned in with the HUD. This airplane does weird things sometimes, man. HUD, it's on none, but it still spawns in with the HUD. I'm gonna do the little bug, make sure we don't have that. Okay. 1, 2, on. I'm gonna speed run this chat, so bear with me here for a quick second. A little bit of a speed run. Don't mind me.
Well, hello, buddy.
Hello.
Ed Camori donated $4.99.
Thank you,
when
Cam.
in doubt, stretch it out.
Exactly. You got it, sir. When in doubt, stretch it out, sir. The only way to do it. Okay, that's good. And wins 273 at 29. Okay, that is good. APU is on and available. We'll remove the external power. We'll go back to our flights. Back to the ground. Remove GPU. Good. Go to our departure. Departing 2-4, dry, 1, sync weather, calculate. Beautiful. Back down here, we'll go to our perf. Takeoff, 27, 37, 43, 187. Flip this over to 187. Very good. And then we'll go and set our cruise altitude again. 35,000 feet. Good. And flip you over. Good. 1034 is in. APU is good. Good. GSX. Prepare for pushback and departure. Very good. No. Good. Remove you. All right. Get her going again, friends. Thank you, Cam. Appreciate you, my man. Just got back. What happened the last flight? Sim crashed, obviously, for sitting on the ground here. But what happened? I only left to brush my teeth. Sim crashed. The simulator has crashed. Might have stretched too hard this morning and accidentally hit the pause on my keyboard in-game and thought the game crashed for a solid 10 minutes. Nice. Diamond Mike, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Just don't use cinematic mode. Don't use cinematic mode on Chase Plane and you should be good. Which is weird because we've been using cinematic mode all week. Just super random. Just super randomly will crash your system. Do that again. All right, release the park brakes. Good. Bring those sim sounds back up. Pause the music. Start number 1. Nothing to see here, chat. Nothing to see here. Just doing a little restart. Just a little restart. It's okay. Also, is it just me or is this scenery insanely heavy on performance? Like, insanely heavy on performance. 122.8 can go into you, flip you over, move you over to TARA. We'll put 1,000 in there. Good. Okay. Up 1.2 on the trim value. Good. Ground is online. Cool. Let me disconnect then. Park brake set. Open you. I'm not dealing with ATC, chat. We're just getting this bad boy airborne. We ain't playing ATC for the second time. Is this the Pyrig? It is, yes. Pyrig Edinburgh. Fantastic scenery, just very heavy on performance. Cap, I assume chase plane is worth a buy if you want to use it for realistic head shake and some cool views over FS realistic. Sure. Although there are some problems with chase plane that you have to be aware of. It can crash your sim. Groundhog Day, exactly. I'll log back into VATSIM once I'm airborne, chat. I just don't want to have to go through getting clearance and waiting and nah. Let's get this bad boy back up in the air. And we'll log back onto VATSIM. Oh, you know what also is not going? Get auto FPS back. Confirm our session goes green. There we go. Just tried to go around the E170, it didn't go well. Uh-oh. For anyone who does know, that 24 version of Chase Plane is free for 2024 purchasers. Literally found this out 30 seconds ago. Damn, really? Shit. Alright, flaps 1, you go on, APU can go off. We'll go and get our nose lights on. Why? That was my fault. I forgot that I had my throttles still in like an up position. Okay, we can get you on. Good. Trim is set 1.2 up, which is what we've needed. We have flaps 1 set. Good. Park brake released. Start our taxi again. Search your inboxes. You get a coupon for 100% off. Pretty cool of them. It is. Yeah, for sure. VATSIM may send you to Ray 6. They're using that IRL. Runway 6? Why? 250 at 1. Seems like an odd thing to do. It's okay, we're not on VATSIM for the departure. We're just going to depart, and then we'll log back into VATSIM once we're airborne again. Are you in the E190? I am. E190. That's us. That is us. Definitely they're flying over your house. Weird. Very weird. Sorry, chat. Look, we get 2 departures for the price of 1. Hopefully only 1 landing, but 2 departures. Why does the Microsoft 24 take 10 minutes to load, but not everybody else? What's the problem? How much stuff do you have in your community folder? I think it really depends on how much you have in your community folder. Kept flying as long as possible. Yeah, no more crashes. I don't know if I have a third departure in me today. Having problems with the FSS Ejets not loading in at all. I can see them in the menu, but they won't load into the actual game. So Derek, for any aircraft that uses WASM, it can take up to 10 minutes for it to load for the first time. So the first time loading into the 170, the 175, the 190, the 195, it can take up to 10 minutes. So just keep that in mind. I find the aircraft very strange to fly. It feels like the physics are bad. I mean, I actually really like how it hand flies. I don't have any problems with how the aircraft hand flies. It's more the system depth kind of does what it wants to do on its own. Daily Driven, welcome back to Premium Economy. Huge no floaties to you, man. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you, man. I've given it like 15 minutes. I mean, every airplane is going to be a little bit different. It takes me about 5 minutes to load in for the first time. But every PC is going to be different. If you have a lower end PC, it may take a little bit longer. I have a lot, but where do I put the stuff? I only use add-on linker for scenery. Should I do things like liveries and aircraft? No, only for your sceneries. Is 2020 still worth it? It's 60% off on Steam right now, thinking of getting it. What's 2024? Is 2024 also on sale? Alright, let's armor auto throttle. We got takeoff in white. Beautiful. Alright, friends. 2 for the price of 1 today. Nice. 2024 is not on sale. Got you. Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, I still feel like 2020 is still valid. The only problem that I have with 2020 is a lot of the new, like a lot of the sceneries and a lot of the new aircraft that are being released are only releasing for 2024. There's not a lot of projects still going on that are releasing for 2020. That would be my concern for you. That would be it. Alright, landing lights are on, taxi light is off, strobe lights and beacon light. Beacon should have definitely been on already, that's fine. Alright, chat, pull her onto the runway. Throw our little yoke cam on for you. Sounds can go up. Shake and bake times 2. Throttles 40%, slight nose down pressure. Good. And advance the throttles. Auto throttle kicks in. Takeoff power set.
$80 knots.
Neutral.
Blue 1. Rotate.
Rotate. We're flying. Positive rate. Gear up. Take number 2. Clean speed. Clean. Climb power's coming in. Flip over to FMS speeds. Sounds can come back a little bit more manageable. we go. Start our right turn out. Alrighty, up into the soup again. Autopilot 1 can go on. Back up into the flight deck. Very nice. What is that saying? Flight level 4,500. I'm just going to flip in. Nope, keep going. Level change. It's going to try and level us off at 6,000 again. We're just going to keep it going in flight change mode. There we go. And then I can go to my perf in it. Third page, we want to go 280 and or 0.77 on the climb. Cruise is good, and then descent, same thing, 280 / 0.77. And we'll throw that into there. And we'll go with a cost index of 15. I don't think this airplane matters with cost index, but we'll see. All right, and there we go. Back up and above the clouds. Climbing away. Oh no, those need to stay on for now. Almost at 10,000. Is chase plane crashing for multiple people? Yes. There is a... I would suggest not using cinematic views right now. There is obviously a bug. There's something going on. Should do Springfield, Missouri in this bird. It's a nice little airport. We have great scenery for it by RW Profiles. Okay, we'll keep that in mind. This is going to be the last flight in the Embraer for a little bit, but I will definitely keep that in mind for future flights, man. Landing lights are off. Seatbelt signs can go off as well. Well up and above 10,000 feet now. I will give you a beautiful wing view. Chat, bear with me for a couple seconds. Have to do a quick little bathroom break. I will be right back. Hi, we're back. Thanks, guys. That can be set. We're 280 on the climb out. We're looking good. Quick little bathroom break. I am back, my good sir. I am back. Can we get a quick cinematic view of this bird? No. We were just doing cinematic view and the sim crashed. Finally got everything set up. Gonna do a test flight here soon. The PMG 73800 Tampa to Atlanta. Nice. Cap, can we get a quick crash to desktop? Yeah, go to cinematic mode. Is the plan for Phoenix or Airbus heavies on Wednesday? Phoenix this week, heavies next week. Is the plan, my good sir. Would you rather Kansas City or Sarasota? Probably Kansas City. What was up with the outages? Brother, 22 hours, no internet. Where are we flying on Wednesday? Probably New Zealand, to be honest with you. Is there a planned release date for DFW? No. No. But if AnyBuilds is already teasing it, AnyBuilds usually doesn't make us wait very long. So I'm sure we'll get it at some point. You can reset your flight through the MSFS EFB. Can you? Pierre, what's up, my friend? Good to see you. Bonjour, bonjour. Bonjour, bonhomme. We need that A220? Yes, we do. Remember, Cat, we're flying into a royal city. We must respect the rules. Full send. And he's pumping out these big airports. Are doing well on airports on the side of things for sure. Absolutely. What is the effect when you take off and land? Your head shake. If it's FS realistic, can you show where the settings is? Nixon. No, it's from Chase Plane. Chase Plane has a realistic camera effect built in. You have so many issues with the AnyBuilds 350? Try a fresh install and make sure you're on the most current version. That would usually help. Would you say that it's easy to actually set up the thrustbuster yoke? Should be. You may have to change some keybinds and stuff around. But yeah. What I suggest immediately doing, Aiden, is disabling the throttles that are at the bottom of the yoke. Disable those because they've been known to give people issues. So. You have to copy paste into SimBrief? When is Chibougamau? When we get a Q400. When we get a Q400, we'll fly up to Chibougamau with Air Quebec. Sim crash, did you look at the logs to see what it was? Nope, I already know what it was. It was Chase Plane. I don't need to look at the logs. I know what it was. It is an ongoing issue with Chase Plane when using the cinematic views. Final thoughts on the FSS as we finish the Embraer ops. Better than it was, still not where it needs to be. That's my That's the best interpretation I can give you. Why is the plane doing that? Because it's changing speeds as we gain altitude. It's not being very smart about it, but... Did you change any of the spring strengths? Nope, left at default, Aiden. Left it all default, man. Maybe a RAM issue? No, guys, let's not speculate. It's chase plane. It's a known issue with chase plane. We don't have to start thinking that my RAM is bad or my hard drive's bad. It's chase plane. Had a really nice flight from Heathrow to Cape Town, but unfortunately I always get these weird stutters at 100 feet after long flights. That's odd. Now you're fine, Aiden. No worries, man. Nope, I left everything default. Welcome back. You didn't miss much, but now the shitter's blocked. Nah, wasn't that bad this morning, Simon. Wasn't that bad. What's your opinion on the FSS Ejets since the new update? It's definitely gotten better, but there's still a lot of work to be done. It's nowhere near other payware quality level aircraft, if that's what you're asking. It's nowhere near nowhere close to Phoenix level, PMDG level, any builds, just flight, nowhere close to those levels. Still does some wonky shit. Does stuff you don't want it to do. Yeah. So you recommend holding off for the time being, not worth the price tag it's asking? Well, that's up to you. If you really want to fly an E-Jet, I would say it's probably worth it, especially now with the VNAV. If you're not really an E-Jet guy and you just want a new airplane, I would probably say there's others out there that might do it better for you. Love Chaseplane, but I've had more crash desktops since installing it than I've had since 2024 release. Correct. My sim never crashes, ever. The way that I have it configured, no issues. So if we do get a sim crash, we know that it's Chaseplane. Lauren, hello, welcome back. New Taco Bell opened up in my area first time, and my God, it was, and it's still blocked. Jesus. The taco poops. You got the taco poops. BB Cap, have a good flight, and yes, I had a total of 6 crashes with Chase Cam. Yeah. Yeah, I think Chase Plane is fine. You just avoid the cinematic views or whatever. Cap, how do you know what Mach speed, like when you change your descent target 280, how do you know it's Mach 77? Well, you could make up any number that you want, Mike. You could go 280 Mach 0.79. 77's just a nice speed. It's a usual descent speed. Gonna be setting up all my settings tomorrow on this yoke and installing Chase Plane and getting everything ready. Nice. Very nice. I have issues with the Stream Deck and Windows, no hardware connection, open Elgato Stream Deck software, and it connects and disconnects some virtual devices. Tried previous versions, but no fix. I have no clue. I don't use Stream Deck for the... I only use Stream Deck for, like, switching scenes and stuff on OBS. Chase Plane is still on the experimental build, correct. Yes. So, bugs to be expected, right? To be expected. To be expected. Now, we should be able to do these views perfectly fine. We'll just keep that like that.
Buddy.
There we go.
A Queen of the Sky 6 donated $7.99.
Nadya. Thank you, my friend.
Karl, have you tried the Headwind A339 Neo in 2024?
I have not.
And so have you had any problems setting up the throttles?
I wouldn't be able to answer that question, unfortunately. I have not tried it. I haven't flown the Headwind probably in about 3 years, Nadya. Should do one of the VATSIM events? I sometimes do them, Lauren. They don't really line up with my schedule very well, though. How are the E-Jets? Okay. I'm giving it about a 6 out of 10. There's still a lot of work to be done, so. The Headwind cockpit model is shit, and it's been shit for years. How was the Bozeman scenery? Incredible. Stunning scenery, Tuggernuts. The airport is so well done. The surrounding area, landing at, like, Yellowstone National Park with the mountains and stuff. Oh, it's beautiful, man. Beautiful little airport. Gonna be fun hopping in the Phoenix aircraft next week. It's been a while, man. It's been about a month and a half since we've flown the Phoenix, Aiden. I couldn't believe that. I was looking back, trying to plan out what we'd be doing next. Yeah. Do you think it still has potential? If the developers actually wake up and start spending more time developing the aircraft, absolutely. But, you know, the big thing, and I think that the problem when it comes to the FSS Ejets is we're at about 4.5 years of development. VNAV came out last week after 4.5 years of development. Something tells me we're going to be well into Microsoft 2028 before this aircraft has any relevancy, if I'm being honest. Unless they actually buckle down and start working on the plane. Yeah. Always fun to come back to the Phoenix. Makes me realize how good it is. Yeah, absolutely. But have to check it out. The updated Xcoder Denver is amazing too. Some Hobson and Bozeman could be fun. Yep, absolutely. Denver to Bozeman. United flights. Salt Lake to Jackson Hole. Salt Lake to Jackson Hole. That's a good one. That is a good one. Okay, I'm going to flip this over to manual mode because it's going to try and probably do weird things like it always does. This is another one of those weird things. I have Mach 7.9 in the aircraft configured, but for whatever reason, the aircraft is going to attempt to do Mach 0.83, which is not correct at all. The aircraft can't even do Mach 0.83. Which puts us up into barber pole speed. I don't know why it does that. That's one of the bugs I've found. Our top of descent is right up here. We know how to do this now. We can go to perf, and then, where was the perf? It was cruise, and then, no. How did we get to this again? Perf, oh no, sorry, it was progress. Page 3, VNAV data. There we go, 157. While you're in the cockpit, you should probably squawk 2234 as that was a squawk code you were assigned. When was I assigned a squawk code? I haven't spoken to any ATC. So how was I've got squawk of 1000, which is usually what they give you when you're not speaking to ATC. Isn't this supposed to be a custom FMS? Yep, it is. There's a lot more to this FMS than there was. If you had flown this aircraft previously, there's a lot more to this FMC now. There's a lot more pages you can go to. There's a lot more perf settings you can set. Yeah. Still waiting for Infinite Flight to update to get the 787. It's been 5 years, no 787. Sounds like Microsoft Flight Sim, bro. I don't know why, but yeah. Squawk 0420. Nice. That's a good squawk code. I'm just curious how you think I should be squawking 2234. That's an interesting one. That's what it shows on VATSIM radar? That's a weird one. Definitely not. I haven't spoken to any ATC. I don't know how I would have been assigned a squawk code when no chat with ATC. I don't even think we'll have any ATC coming into London City. I was looking earlier. I didn't see any ATC online for London City. London airspace is weird though. We may end up picking up something on the way in. VATSIM auto generates one regardless. Got you. Talk to ATC, that's what they'll give you. Cool. Infinite Flight hasn't updated since last June. Interesting. You're on the ground, the restart, they had a squawk code for you. Ah, got you. That makes sense. Boeing, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. I am well. Hopefully you're well as well. Probably picked it up on the ground when you were reconnected, considering that they just connected after you departed. Got you. Could have been. Could have been, most likely.
Yeah.
This nice looking airplane, chat. What a beauty. We're going to do some KLM City hopper ops. We'll probably do that next time we're in the Ejets. I don't know when that will be, but... Do me a favor, please, Cap, and let me know which version of the Stream Deck software you have and which Windows version. That would really help. It's the most recent Stream Deck version, Dev. Like I said, it runs on my stream PC, so it doesn't run on my gaming PC. I only have it set to do like OBS commands and stuff. But I'm running the most recent version of Windows 11 with the most recent version of the Stream Deck software. Always loved the look of the Ejets. Always enjoyed them as a passenger too, but hated them as a baggage handler. We've spoken about this a bunch this week. Actually, I've flown on a CRJ and an ERJ. I agree with you 100%. Flying on an ERJ is much better than on an RJ, a CRJ. Much better. Much more comfortable experience. Captain Bobby, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Without any plugins or anything, as soon as I open the Stream Deck software, I get a connecting and disconnecting sound. Have you tried using a different USB port, DevTech? That would be my number one guess. Maybe try a different USB port. Something's weird with it. I don't know. Jordan, my man, 59 months. Appreciate you, brother. Good to see you, man. Thank you very much for the continued support. Thank you, my man. Appreciate you, brother. 59 months. Sheesh. One more month and that's 5 years, dude. 5 years as a member in 1 month. Yeah, I would say barely better, to be honest with you, Aiden. If this aircraft gets a 6 out of 10, the Aerosoft CRJ gets a 6.5. I only have one USB on the motherboard, and it does it without the hardware even connected. Wait, your Stream Deck is a USB-C? That must be one of the newer Stream Decks. I didn't know they were USB-C. Mine's just a regular USB. After Christmas, my desk is split of racing and flight sim. Nice. That's always fun, dude. You've messaged Elgato support? Yeah, that's weird. USB-C Stream Deck XL. Huh, that's weird. I have the 15-button Stream Deck, and now this is an older one. I've had this for years and years and years now. This is an older Stream Deck. I can't even, probably got this in like 2019, 2020. It's an older one. It's just a regular USB. How long until descent? Not long, my man. 100 miles, 104 miles. Till top of drop. But it's going to be a long, windy approach into London City. I really like watching you fly your little airplanes. Thank you. What do you think of the default 330 from eBuilds? I haven't flown it since it had an update. I've heard good things after the update, but I haven't flown it yet. Struggle to land this bird smoothly? That's okay. So do I, kind of. It's a little bit wonky. I also did the whole Windows USB power option online thing. Nothing dead to me. Weird. Cap, your cam command's not working? What do you mean? How's it been flying this thing? Seems like you've enjoyed it based on how much you've flown it recently. Well, I always do a week of an airplane kinetic, unless like it's... Yeah, I mean, I got through a week of flying it. It didn't make me rage quit and move to a different one, so... Has all legs been wearing his boots? Yes, correct. Did buy the Ejets. Would you recommend the E170 or the 190? I can learn the E190s, but I wanted to hear your thoughts on it. They're kind of both the same, Aiden. I feel like the 170 and the 175 are maybe a little bit easier to fly. I prefer flying the 190. So, Tuggernuts, 70 months, almost 6 years. Time flies, my man. 2 more months. Huge no floaties to you and Mr. Jordan. Thank you, guys. Appreciate the support, my friends. Still a lot of work needed on this bird to get it in the right direction, but need more work. Correct. Yes. It has definitely improved, but very, very, very slowly. Very slowly. I think you just put exclamation point cam, not webcam. Did the trolls die? Apparently. Haven't seen them since the release of the 737. I guess they were only watching the troll. P-Thibs, 14 months. As crazy it's been 14 months. Roll on to 2026. My man. Huge no floaties to you, P-Thibs. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you, my man. Or the famous words of FSS, very soon. Yep. Very soon. Which means in 2 years. It was last March that they showed off the VNAV at the FS weekend in Lillestad. Last March. And they said coming soon. It almost took them another full year. 29 months for Ronnie, my man. It's 29 months gone by so quick. Here's to many more, Cap. Huge no floaties to you as well, Jan. Ronnie, thank you very much, my man. Appreciate you. Wheezy Skater, 35 months. Thank you very much as well. Appreciate you. Unbelievably kind. Is that Soren? Who's Wheezy Skater? Thank you for 35 months. Appreciate you, my friend. Very kind.
Well, hello,
Very kind.
buddy.
Owls with the 2 bones says hi. Hey, Owls, just wondering, does this aircraft have headphone simulations? That'd be nice to know. I'd like to know if this has headphone simulation, and I would also like to know if you think that this airplane is worth it. Thank you, Owls, for your time. How do I make my Microsoft look better? I run high ultra settings. I just want it to look more appealing. Well, I don't know. Some looks pretty appealing. I mean, other than like maybe some reshade or something, Ronnie? Like use some type of reshade or color correction or something? That would really be the only thing I think would change. All planes in Microsoft 2024 do it's a default setting. Wow, thank you, Owls. I didn't know that. Need to start coining some of these developer phrases like FSS very soon, PMDG, EFB, cup of coffee. This beer, I won't even try Microsoft 24 because I'm a long haul pilot in the sim and the game would just go mode stick to 2020. Sure. What sound does an owl make? Good to see you, Soren. Thank you for 35 months, my friend. Appreciate you, brother. Or just turn your volume down. It's a simulation. No. No, CST. That would be the logical thing to do. We don't do logical things as flight simmers. Never. Ever, ever, ever. To improve your Microsoft, put your specs into ChatGPT and ask to maximize performance and experience. Could do that as well, sure. How does headphone simulation work? Have to ask Somia about that one.
Lizard, lizard, lizard,
Lizard.
lizard, 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 lizard.
Ready for it? Lizard.
Lizard.
Love how it does like the last glitched out lizard. Who was that coming in with the lizard? That was Mr. Ian. Thank you, Ian. Appreciate you, brother. Huge no floaties to you, my man. Lizard. 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 Hey, Cap, I'm going to be totally shocked if my PC will last until I get a new PC sometime between the 8th and the 14th of January. Well, fingers crossed, my man. Do you think that long by name, I'll give you more colors that just add shaders. Okay, yeah. Premature lizard. Sheesh. Hooray! Cap, as an Xbox pilot, with a Thrustmaster TCA setup, do you know when the 350 is coming to 2020? The 350 should already be on the marketplace for 2020. Is it not, chat? I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, the 350 is for the Xbox. Yeah, it's in the marketplace, right? You have ATC coming in. Nice. For 2020, I'm pretty sure it's out for 2020 in the marketplace. Why can't you check? Why do I have to check? You check. The hell? I don't even have an Xbox.
Hey, CPT, you listening?
Hello.
Does it feel
Yes.
so good when Davis hooray all over us feels so good?
Depends. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate you, buddy. Be careful with Davis. It's a Monday. He's extra zesty on Mondays. Can we have some cinematic views? No. By the hairs of Odin's beard. This fucking guy, dude. You are Mr. Silly, you are. 32 miles till top of descent, friends. All right, let's open up our charts. Let's see where we got to descend to initially. We're on the Listo 1 Charlie. We have Jacko at 9,000. So that's going to be our descent, friends. So let's bug up 9,000 feet. Very good. And we'll keep an eye on our VNAV. We're showing 30 miles now for descent. Very nice. Very nice. By the gods. I still can't believe my new internet is $36 cheaper a month than the internet that I was paying for. It just sent me the first bill. Another 5 hours on your flight? Jeez. CPT Canada. Hello, Captain. Wish you a Happy New Year in advance. Memoraltis. Thank you, my friend. You as well, sir. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Did you switch to Rogers to Bell? I was with Videotron, and I switched to Bell. What are my internet speeds? 1.5 gig down, 1 gig up. 1.5 down. Hope internet doesn't have you on a promo. Nope. Well, I'm on a 24-month promo, Zach. So the price stays the same, guaranteed for 24 months. Uh-oh. Audio's being bad? Okay, hold on. We should be back, friends. Should be back. 5x5. 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 Five by five? Audio back 5x5 chat? I need a 5x5 in chat. 6x7. Nice. Hey Cap, how do you get the active MCP buttons to illuminate? Mine and the Ejets are dark even when they're active. Yeah, so apparently they're like that in real life. If you want them illuminated, you go to the settings at the top here, go to your aircraft, and then disable glare shield LEDs. Make sure that that is off. It's on by default. 5x5. Nope, it's definitely on the marketplace, Cap Bobby. It's definitely there, my friend. Alright, there goes our VNAV path. Beautiful. I'm going to flip our speed down to Mach 7.7 on the descent. Very nice. Kyle, you have 24 hours to get me the best birthday gift you can think of. The future of our relationship depends on what you deliver. Wait, when is it your birthday? Yeah, correct. The Embraers, the real aircraft, the lights do not light up. That is for, like, simulation purposes. Your birthday's tomorrow? By the gods. By the gods. Reggie, 38 months. Appreciate you, my friends. Says, hey, Cam Canada, how you doing? I'm doing well. Good to see you, Reggie. Huge no floaties to you, my friend. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate you, brother.
Bradley B asked me, hey, Captain, are we playing Battlefield 6 after stream? I have a massage
course.
at 2 p.m. with a very nice, lovely, blonde woman that has great hands. After that, I can be home to play Battlefield. Just wanted to let you know so you don't curse me out, wondering where I am. I'm busy smacking busy getting massaged in all my puppet places. Don't tell Ms. Piggy. Oh, you sneaky bastard, scheduling a rub-down while leaving the cap and waiting in battle. Just don't spill any secrets to Ms. Piggy. That jealous, washed up old bitch might smash all your toys. Remember, though, Battlefield's waiting for that slimy ass of yours.
Battlefield's waiting. You gave him an aneurysm, but he kind of worked. Thank you, Brody. Have a wonderful massage. Be a good boy. Don't do anything silly. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So Davis's birthday is tomorrow. Then we got P-Thibs on the 31st. It's going to be an expensive month. What do I have to buy the boys? I'll take you both to McDonald's. Yeah? Is that good? I'll take you both to McDonald's at the same time. And you can get one Happy Meal each. That's a good present. London Control Online? Nice. Well, we'll wait for him to give us a ring. Ring ding. Can I have P-Thib's toy? I don't know. You're going to have to fight. You're going to have to argue with him about that one. I don't know, sir. That I don't know. Active ATC. Well, they haven't given me a call. I'm just going to wait for a contact me. Your birthday's in June? Nice. I'm a July baby. What's up, Cap? Currently flying Copenhagen to Tokyo, Haneda, Scandinavian 359. Enjoy your landing in London City. Very cool, Maximilian. Enjoy your flight, my man. Funnily, none of the controllers are really controlling city airports. Correct. It's usually like that, Marku. It's what I've noticed. Europe is a little bit weird with the ATC. Oh. Well, there's a contact me that we're probably waiting for. London East. 1848. 118.480. 118.480, and that's going to be London Control.
370, back to 79.
All right. London Control, very good evening. Flyer 2 Gulf Hotel. Currently descending, passing through 260. Flight level 260.
Condor 2, sorry, not Condor, Flyer 2 Gulf Hotel, hello, squawk 2234, speed 270 knots or less.
2234 and speed 270 knots or less. Flyer 2 Gulf Hotel.
Flyer 2 Gulf Hotel, thank you. Descend flight level 120.
Descend flight level 120. Flyer 2 Gulf Hotel. All right, 270 on the speed, and he wants us down to 12,000. 12,000.
Right, all right.
Do I need to install the experimental version? For which one, M?
04, clear takeoff. The wind 010.
For the aircraft to have VNAV? Yes.
Clear takeoff from my 04, FedEx 65 Juliet. Ryanair 1 Bravo, flying now, flight level 200.
Flight level 200, 1 Dallas.
So can I arm steep approach now, or do I have to wait? Or do I just arm it? I just arm it. I guess we can just arm it now.
Bravo, fly heading 090 degrees, you need time now.
090 degrees, heading 1 Dallas.
Medevac 279, fly heading 100 degrees.
Hello, whenever I land,
100
I can barely
degrees,
hear the
Medevac
callouts. Is there a fix for that? Could be one of the settings you have in your sound settings for the default Microsoft. There's nothing like in the plane that allows you to adjust the volumes. Everything is going to be through the default Microsoft sound settings. Yeah, I'm watching a great movie at the moment called The Italian Job. It's a good one. It's an old one.
Over to Constable 75, see ya.
Thought the white line on the bottom means off in the Ejets. I don't know. Did you just arm or disarm it? I thought I just armed it. I pushed the button.
Emirates 6 Victor Hotel.
I don't know if that's on or off.
Hotel arrival. When ready,
I don't see any annunciators
to be level by
popping
Logan.
up. Whether it's on or off, I don't know. There's a new Italian Job as well. The old one is, the original is better. It's on the PFD. Oh yeah, steep right there. So that means on, obviously. Because then if this is off...
FedEx 65 Juliet, report your passing altitude.
Yeah, it doesn't show up. So it's showing up here in the left corner when we arm it. Steep, and then it says steep.
FedEx 65 Juliet. Condor 2 Golf Hotel, descend, flight level 120. Sorry, Flyer 2 Golf Hotel, descend, flight level 120.
120 now for Flyer 2 Golf Hotel. Okay, I think there was a restriction.
279, descend, flight level
220, there was. We should continue the descent now. If not, what we'll do is we'll just go flight level change, which probably won't work either. So we'll go vertical speed, and we'll just descend at like 1,400 feet per minute. When are you flying out of Montreal? I don't know. Maybe next week we'll do some Air Canada.
Emirates 6 Victor Hotel, route direct, Sabre, descend flight level 160 to be level by Sabre.
Alright, Chad, who's ready for a spicy approach? London City, baby.
1123, where are you?
I am approaching.
That's never good. When ATC says, where are you?
West.
Super 1123, you're outside of my airspace, continue with the Unicom.
Roger, continue.
Remember, guys, if you are enjoying the content, don't forget to smash down the thumbs up button for me.
Turn now, heading 090 degrees.
To be a huge favor.
Apologies, 090 degrees, FedEx 65 Juliet.
Ryanair 1 Bravo, climb flight level 370, resume on navigation direct to Souza.
All right, any speed restrictions coming in? Just 250 at Nadya. 250. We should actually probably bug that up now.
Medevac
250.
279, resume on navigation direct Jacko, speed 250 knots or greater.
On navigation to Jacko, speed 250, greater, Medevac 279.
FedEx 65 Juliet, climb flight.
Are you on live time? No. I'm on my local live time. We're using live weather, just not on local time.
Takeoff, wind 010 degrees 5 knots.
Do they even land London City at night? I thought it was a daytime only. I could be wrong. Maybe I'm thinking of a different airport.
Flyer to Gulf Hotel, speed 250 knots or less, descend flight level 90.
250 or less will descend flight level 90, flyer to Gulf Hotel.
Charlie Yankee.
All right, I'm going to bug 240 and we're going to go 9,000 now.
With the Unicom. Goodbye.
Timer 1682, Unicom 128. Goodbye.
London City closes at 10 p.m. Got you. Okay. We're approaching that, Art. What time is it right now in London? It's almost 9 p.m.? What is our... let's brief ourselves here quickly, chat, with some fun stuff. Weather in London City is showing 040 at 5. Overcast at 2500, 1029. Transition altitude is going to be 6,000 feet. Minimums, category C, is going to be 430. So we'll set all that now. Oh. 430. Good. We should have front course 092. Yep, and 11115. 11115 set. Beautiful. And then we can go back to our perf page. We can go landing perfs, and then we can go landing init. We can start working on some stuff here. So we're going to go gross weight for the landing, we'll say 37. The winds we just looked at, 040 at 5. 040 at 5. Beautiful. Landing temperature was 7 degrees. Good. And now the real question, chat, do we land full flap or do we land flap 5 into London City? Something tells me we would be going full flap, wouldn't we? Full flap into London City, I'm pretty sure. A loop to land? Well, we're coming in. No, we're not doing that. We're doing... The approach is weird. It actually doesn't show up on the charts, I don't think. Star, unless it's... Because we're on a star that goes into a star. Yeah, here. That's what we're doing. So we're coming in from Jacko, and then we go like this, all the way down, and then down like this, and then down like that. That's what we're... That's the second part of the star that we're doing. We're on a star to a star. Welcome to Europe. We're starting on the Listo 1 Charlie, and then we move over to the Odd Leg 1 Juliet.
Ryanair 130
takes us down like that.
04, clear takeoff, wind 010 degrees 5 knots.
Full flap? Okay. No flaps. We ain't going anywhere if we go no flaps.
Alpine 53 Mike Papa London, hello, Tempera 2 Golf arrival, descend, flight level 290.
Tempera 2 Golf
Big loop,
arrival,
yeah.
flight level 290, Alpine 53 Mike Golf.
Should have some nice views.
No further ATC for London City, continue with Unicom 122.8, good evening.
Continue with Unicom, thanks for wonderful ATC, have a great night. Flyer 2 Golf Hotel, bye-bye. Alright, no further ATC for London. Monitor Unicom. There we go, friends. Full flap arms the steep app logic. Full flaps arms the steep app logic. Got you. Thank you, Lilo Pilot. It's good to know. Used to live right in front of the city airport. I miss the planes, but not London. I'd love to visit London, man. I'd love to get over to Europe. I'm really hoping I can make my way over to FS weekend in Lillestad. Wonder if I go back, will VNAV kick back in? VNAV will kick back in, but it says we're quite high up on the app. Let me throw out some speed brake here. Actually, we weren't too bad. We were slightly below the profile, or slightly above the profile, sorry, but it's not bad actually. It's clicked itself in now. We'll keep that path going down. No comment on London or the UK because I would like to move in the future and I don't want to get stopped. You're doing your immigration. So we see on a Captain Canada live stream once you called London a shithole. Is this true? Ineligible. Cool to visit, hell to live in. I feel like that's most places right now, my friend. I feel like we could say that about a lot of places around the world. A lot of places. Yeah, wait, don't they have like some crazy... Don't they have like some crazy online, you can like get arrested for like posting a tweet or something on Facebook? Is that actually true? They'll show up at your door and be like, we saw on the 21st of December, you hoped that nobody had a very Merry Christmas. Please come with me, sir. Is that actually true? Wow. That's an interesting one. That's an interesting one. All right, 210 is the next speed restriction, chat. Slower on down, 210. There's 9,000 on our level off. What do we hold here? So let's go. We're over to the odd leg now. So we've got 6,000, 3,000, 3,000, 2,000. All right. Well, let's bug up 6,000 initially. We'll go from there. Round trip? No, just the one leg today. You will see a spoiler out on flaps full. It's so cool. Oh, wait. It actually, like, puts the spoiler out when you're descending? It's more to do with promoting hate speech or comments to provoke violence. Got you. Okay. Very interesting. Sounds like they're trying to suppress you guys from the truth. You know, sometimes the truth hurts. That's the reality of life. Sometimes you don't want to hear it, but sometimes you do need to hear it. Case in point, owning a YouTube channel. Can't say FSS sucks, but you might get arrested in London. For the steep approaches, it should be full flaps and half spoiler to prevent airspeed pickup. Well, Lilo Pilot was saying it does it automatically. The spoiler will come out automatically. What's up, Cap? I'm going to be off on the stream because I'm traveling. Sounds good. Enjoy, man. Be safe. How do the speed brakes work when you land? They automatically deploy. Correct. As far as my understanding is with the aircraft, as long as your auto brakes are armed, your speed brakes will automatically go out. So you can see here we've got auto brakes armed and our speed brake is in the green. If I turn auto brake off, well, it still stays green. Well, never mind. Don't listen to what I just said. I think they go automatic. I think they're armed automatically. There's a saying, hurt someone with the truth but never comfort them with a lie. Yeah, there you go. Speaking of the truth, the venison and pork tortilla I made before Christmas is going to be in the rotation in the cold weather. Pretty sure. That sounds good. Hello from beautiful Shabugamo. He named himself Shabugamo Tourist. Who is that? What is your actual name here on the channel? Because you made that account 23 minutes ago. So I'm curious of who that actually is. Shabugamo Tourist. Nice. Oh, got you, Chiron. Okay. UK and EU and Australia going full commie in the near future? Well, nah, let's not get into that. Let's not get into that. Mofo, what's up, my man? Can somebody get some extra butter for Mofo, please, on this landing? I made my account a few years ago. Nice. 10,000 feet, lights are on. Good. We're still holding. I think we hold 9,000 throughout this whole thing here. It's got us going like this. Although, it probably would have been a little bit more beneficial to just go, oh no, I see what they're doing. You can't do that. You have to, it's either crossing like that. Why is this a thing? Why are they not just both direct to Ravsa coming in from this way? Altitude, maybe? It's a weird one. Banana Leclerc, good to see you, my friend. Welcome. Probably airplanes going into London Heathrow. Could be. Oh, there's always pressure on a London City approach, man. But you know what? You know what I've learned about London City? Especially because the runway's been expanded, right? I'm not going crazy when I think, like, the last time I flew into here, the runway was not... Oh. It's still only 5,000 feet long? Never mind. I lied. Maybe the apron was expanded, not the actual runway. Third Wasm crash on approach today? That's not good. Janino, 1 month. Thank you, man. Says Heatcap, sorry I missed the start of your stream. No worries, dude. I'm usually not live on Monday. This is a makeup stream from yesterday, my internet being out. I ended up losing internet Saturday night around 9 p.m. and it didn't come back yesterday till about 7 p.m. I was out of internet for 22 hours and I was losing my mind. The taxiway was expanded so you don't have to backtrack anymore. Got you. Okay, that's what it was. Cap, the ATR and the Q400 are other planes that can land at London City. Correct. Do you have to apply speed brakes manual in the Ejets? No. They should go automatically as soon as you touch down. Cap, read a book. You know what's funny? I did do a little bit of reading. Yep. I did do a little bit of reading, and thankfully my data plan with my cell phone, because right now my internet and my cell phone provider are not the same. Thankfully my phone was still good, so I ended up tethering my phone to my laptop, and I ended up just sitting on the couch hanging out with Henry watching movies. I watched Catch Me If You Can, I watched Django, I watched Goodfellas, and I watched half of The Irishman. It was a good time. Time to go back to your old internet provider? No, I'm still with the new one. Still with the new one. Goodfellas, very nice. One of my favorites, dude. Do you have the Ejets through Aerosoft or Contrail? Contrail. If you have 83k subs, why are there only 352 people watching? It's a great question, Jeremy. Maybe you should throw that into a chat GPT or a Google. They can answer that one for you. It's usually how things work when you're live streaming. Great question, though. You got another one? Marku will probably get one stream in the afternoon on Wednesday. Catch Me If You Can is a legendary pick. One of my favorite movies, dude. One of my favorite movies. Alright, we're descending down for the restriction at 6,000. Very good. Your old provider didn't break for 24 hours. Correct. They did not. The new provider sent out an email and a message saying that the internet was out because of vandalism. Dan Barry seems to think that some crackheads went and stole all the copper wires out of the... they cut the fiber line and then stole all the copper wires out of it. That's what Dan thinks. He's just a troll. That's why I asked him to elaborate on what he said. Jeremy is a troll. He has a new account. It's probably somebody else that was banned on the channel. If you want to go through, I see all of his messages. You want to go through all of his messages because let me tell you, they are your brain might melt trying to read them all. Next restriction will be 3,000 feet. We'll bug that up. 3,000 feet, very good. Do we have speed restriction attached? 210 knots, 185 max after LCS 01. 185. Another one of those guys again? Brother, there's so many of them, man. There are so many of them. It's kind of crazy. Owls? Cap lives in a dangerous... Nah, I live where they're doing all kinds of construction, so there's all kinds of new builds up, and we know how the crackheads are. I'm a silent watcher for the most part, but those guys just got to get ignored more to give them attention to feed, the more the leeches. I like making fun of them schmacking, to be honest with you. That's what I genuinely get a kick out of it. It just reminds me and it reminds others in chat just how good we have it in life. We don't have to make fake YouTube profiles and go around trolling people because we have normal lives that we live. It genuinely makes me laugh. It almost makes me feel sorry for them, you know what I mean? Like imagine that was your life, man. Like imagine you were an idiot, you got banned, so you go and make multiple accounts.
I saw Riley and Mia yesterday, but they
Crazy.
only visited for 30 seconds. Don't tell Davis.
Oh, brother. That was a good one. That one got me off guard. That was a good one. I would guess that's the case for the same reason that channels with 1 million subscribers only get around 10k live views. Common sense is gone. Correct. Now, well, he was trying to troll CST. That's what it was. He was trying to rage bait me. So. But what we can do is we can just go like this. We can just right-click on his name and go bye-bye. It's that easy. I just like to have fun with them sometimes, you know? They're fun. They're miserable people. It's fun to have, you know, it's fun to have fun with people. They're trying to make my life miserable because their life is so miserable, but I just laugh at them. It's fun. It's all fun around, you know? Cap, you should watch old John Candy movies. Crazy funny. Trains, Planes, and Automobiles. That's one of my favorites growing up. Used to be on TV all the time when I was a kid. Every Christmas, holiday season. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. It's a good one. Jaden, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Welcome back. Hope you're well. Can you give you any tips on what, Horizon? Sorry. What was your question? Oh, sorry. I got it right here. Hey, Cap. Good afternoon. I'm having trouble adjusting the rudder pedals I got for Christmas. How so? First off, what rudder pedals did you get? And what issues are you having with them? Just tuned in. What happened to the flight yesterday? Marrakesh event had 182 movements. Damn, Jakey, that's pretty cool. Are the trolls adults or kids out of school? I'm assuming most of them are kids. You seen Tommy Boy? Of course. Of course. Spaceballs was good too, yeah. I ditched Ortho for XP and I'm using map enhancements now. I should have done it before getting a new 4TB SSD. Yes. Yeah, I switched over to map enhancements for X-Plane a while ago. Much better. The Thrustmaster is really sensitive. It feels weird. Well, is this your first time using rudder pedals, or are they just new rudder pedals? Because if it's your first time using rudder pedals, that's pretty normal. You just kind of got to get used to it. Very small movements on your rudder pedals. And you have to realize that it's almost like a delayed reaction, you know what I mean? So if it's your first pedals, I really wouldn't adjust much. You can maybe turn down some of the sensitivity and stuff, but... You uninstalled Chaseplane from all the crashed desktops. No, I haven't. I'm just not using the cinematic shots. Do you have any Boeing joysticks not cheap but working good? Joysticks or yokes? Use the same Cytec rudder pedals for the past 7 years and they're creaky. Get some WD-40 up in that. What are the winds today? Not bad. 040 at 7 or something. 070 at 4. 050 at 4 into London City. We actually just went through our transition altitudes. We can set our baro now, which was 1024. So we'll set that. Or sorry, 1029. There we go. 1029 is in. We've got our minimum set 430. Speed's good. We need 185 at LCS 01. LCS 01, which should be right up here somewhere. 185. Round trip, it is not today, Matthew. No, just the one leg, man. Just the one leg, my friend. Uninstalled 2020 last night, all with 2024 now. Nice. How much hard drive room did you save? Probably a lot. Did the sim crash earlier? It did, yeah. From chase plane. Sim was fine, and then we went into chase plane, and we went into the cinematic view, and it... She pooped. Views and subs don't matter. Brother from real life, airline pilot, always tune in upon your streams, have a free time, appreciate your work. Views and subs never matter, keep it up. Well, thank you, appreciate you. And you are correct. You are very correct, my friend. Hecap, do you know if there's some kind of equivalent to the green arc Boeing or Hook Airbus to show the target altitude is going to be met? I don't think so. I don't think that is an option in this aircraft. I could be wrong, but I don't think it is an option. Go back from vacation, getting in the Ejets. Can I use the livery packs on Flight Sim like Hughes? I'm not sure how the liveries work, to be honest with you.
195.
Love how good the performance is in 2024. Had no performance drop in the 350 at Frankfurt Airport with traffic. Nice. Is the E-Jets a cross game? Like if you buy it, you can use it for both sims? Correct, Janky. Yes. 2020 liveries work in 2024. There you go. $50 for camera shake, worth it or no? Hard to tell right now. There's that overcast layer, chat, at 3,000 feet or 2,900 feet. All right, next restriction that we have is 2,000 feet and 185 knots. We're going to hold 210 till we get to our next waypoint here, Osev, about 3.5 miles. Beautiful views of London opening up for us. Might be able to see the airport out there somewhere. Not yet. It's over there. Still a little soupy. Still a little soupy. Alright, speed. We're going to go for 185. It's our max speed. What was our VAP? I said 37,000. What are we at? Yeah, we'll go 37.5. Give us a little bit of a better speed. Activate approach feeds? What? That's never come up before.
Medevac 279, clear the access.
I don't know why it's saying that. Is it because I'm in managed? No, I don't know. We're just going to ignore that. All right. Airport's somewhere over there. What is the best way to set up 2024 to make it more like real flight sim instead of more arcade-like sim it is now? Third-party aircraft will definitely help with that. Third-party sceneries will also help with that. All right, chat, descending 2,000 feet now. You have the TCA yoke, right? I do. 2909 is the altimeter in Montreal. Damn. That's kind of crazy. Ooh, owls, I don't know. Hopefully, Elliot. Yeah. I can see downtown London out in front of us. How was the experience so far? With the aircraft, it's okay. Could be better, could be worse. Usually how I think about it. 2908 in Ottawa, damn. Will we be streaming on the 31st? In the afternoon, I should be, yes. Higher pressure is coming? Yeah. What are your biggest critiques and likes about the airplane? Well, it actually has VNAV and a proper working LNAV and a proper FMC now, so that's a big step forward. Wants 127 on the VAP. God, that seems low. 127 with flap full. All right, I'm going to go flaps 1. Steep approach is armed. We're holding at 2,000 feet. We're going to make 2 right turns, and then we should be intercepting. Now, keep in mind, this is a steep approach. I forget, what degree is the glide path, Chad? Is it a 5-degree slope? I can never remember correctly. Is it 5 degrees? 5.5. There you go. So it's going to look a little bit crazy. It's going to look like we're really high up on the approach path. But I promise you we're not. I promise we are not. All right, 2,000 feet, 185 knots at odd leg. So we're looking good. Everything is looking fine and dandy. There's downtown London over there. The airport is, I think, right here. Or over here somewhere. I think we can probably start slowing her on down. Well, no, 185. I think we're fine. VAP was 127. 127. I have to remember to go full flaps on this. RJ Dash and others have a mode for this? Correct. The steep approach mode, which we have armed. Steep. Steep, steep. Alright, let's go speed check. Flaps 2. I'll tell my kids this is Seth Rogen flying. I mean, we're both Canadian. Probably makes sense. Alright, I'm going to go for 170 on the speed. Not going to drop the gear yet. I'll wait till we make our right turn. God, look at this, chat. Sheesh. Look at this approach. This is spectacular. Absolutely spectacular. My goodness. Wow. So cool. Don't crash, correct. No crashing, please. Alright, let's arm our approach. Should pick up localizer. Should pick up our glide path as well. I'm going to go... I think we need to be fully configured, so I'm going to go gear down. Speed can go down to our VAP speed, which was 127. 127. 128 is as low as it will let me go. Okay. Speed check, flaps 3. There's localizer capture. Speed check, flaps 4. Speed check, flaps 5. We want to be fully configured before we intercept our glide path, chat. And speed check, flaps full. That should be flaps 6. There we go. Old PC would be having an aneurysm by now? Yes. Alright. Yocam's going on. I think we hand fly it from here, right, chat? Yeah, that's what we do. We hand fly from here. My airplane. Sounds are up. Enjoy the crash landing into London City. Whee! Alright, there's our V speed, 127. Good. 2 white, 2 red. Start the recording so we can watch our replay. Very good. God, it feels so weird flying an approach at this path. Everybody brace. Everybody brace. It's coming in spicy. No call-outs either, so this is going to be even trickier. Ah, sure. We're down. 318, boys. In the touchdown zone. Nose down gently. Reversers are out. Decelerating. Schmack. 70 knots. Reversers idle. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome down to London City. Nice. That you guys, come on now. That was perfect for London City, chat. Absolutely perfect. We didn't float it. We didn't schmack it. It was perfect. Absolutely perfect. What was the landing rate? 318, 1.29 G. Okay, yeah. Maybe a little bit firm. A little bit firm. But I mean, it's London City with no call-outs too. Sheesh. Sheesh. Is this default scenery or custom? No, this is Orbex, third-party scenery. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Smashtown. Get the landing lights off, taxi lights on, strobe light can go off. We'll spool up the EPU. Very nice. I'm not going to bring the... We can't shut down the aircraft. Actually, well, we can do a shutdown. Sure, why not? No floats on this one? Correct. Correct. No floats. If we want to watch the replay, I have to keep the engines on and the flaps out. So just keep that in mind. Opinion on the new VATSIM age restriction? Probably good. No return leg. We're just doing one today, man. Yeah. Is there no gear touchdown sound? Probably not. How do you get the landing rate? Put exclamation point G's. G-E-E-S. G's. Better than the Aer Lingus 321 XLR that hit 3.3 G? That's what I'm saying. It wasn't a bad landing. fucking painted those 1,000-footers, chat, I think. I feel like we were really close to the 1,000-footers. Is there no G2WS or is it just not implemented? It's a bug. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It's one of the sweet little treats about this aircraft. It's also tied to your cabin ambience volume. Figure that one out. It's another little sweet treat, part of this aircraft. Yep. Sweet treat. Sweet treat it is. Where did the real aircraft park, chat? Let's have a look-see. We're passing gate 20. I'm going to slow down here a little bit. Passing gate 27. The real aircraft went up to 23. 23. I think that's where he is. Here's 25. We could take this one right here. Sure, we'll just go with this one. Now, parking is always an adventure. I can never seem to get this turn properly. So we might have to cheat and go outside. And see if we can swing it back around. We line up like this. This is where I always screw this up. And then we need to do a hard right turn all the way around. I don't know how the hell they get this in real life. Swing it all the way around, and somehow they line it up perfectly every time. Don't ask me how. Because we definitely just butchered this. I don't think we took it nearly far enough. Probably need to be out more like that. There we go. How the hell do they park at this airport, man? I feel like there needs to be like a training course just on parking at this airport. Doesn't help that my flaps are out right now, too. Well, that's as good as we get, chat. That's as good as I'm going to make that happen right there. Real pilots use outside view, too. Correct. Yes, they do. Close enough. All right, friends. Again, we're not going to do a full shutdown because we want to watch the replay. This aircraft is kind of bugged, so in order to get replay with engines on and all that fun stuff and your flaps out, you basically have to go from here. So, what we'll do is we will stop the recording. We will disconnect from VATSIM, first and foremost. That can get closed. Get ended. Good. I can't believe we just shot this approach with no GPWS callouts either. Nailed it. Nice. Nailed it. Quit. All right. Let's go to replay mode. Let's hit the replay button. Very good. Pause the oh, no. Resume the replay. Sorry, wrong button. Go out like this. And then we can watch the smash from this view. Let's see just how heavy this sucker was. Look at the views out there right now, man. My God. Stunning. There's the half spoiler that goes up when your flap's full on the steep descent. It's okay, Cap. The constant turning constant turning felt nice on my broken back. Now. Simmer on down, friends. What's with all this over here, though? Like, what's going on with all this? Is it, like, simulating that, like, there's no water or something in here? It's all dried up? I don't know what's going on with this. Looks a little weird. This is live weather. Yes, correct. All right, let's see it, chat. Thumpy, thumpy. Look, started my flare nicely. I mean, yeah. It was okay. We absolutely... Listen, if we're going for hashtag realism, we absolutely put it on those 1,000-footers. Was it firm? 100%. But, like, 1,000-footers, flare, bonk? No. Not bad. You know what, chat? I'm okay with that landing. I am okay with that. Was it thumpy? Absolutely. Would I do it again the same way? Probably. Not bad. United Max? Everyday city landing, nothing wrong with it. Thank you. That's right. Everyday city landing. That wasn't bad, chat. Remember, we can butter at every airport. Doesn't matter. We can't really go for the butters at these airports. There's just no room to float. You saw, we put this on the 1,000-footers and we still took the entire runway to stop the airplane. There's really no... And to be honest with you, the last thing I want to do is do a go-around in this aircraft. I do not trust this airplane on a go-around. That is the last thing that I want to do. So... I think we could have just started the flare maybe... I mean, we did start it early, too. Just so much... Oh, sorry. Just so much momentum into that runway. My goodness. My goodness. Alright, let's go to a tower view. Oh. Oh. Fuck. Where are we? Oh. Okay. I'm still on VATSIM? No, I disconnected. Oh. Yeah. I totally disconnected, man. I don't know what you're talking... Why can't I... Hello? Alright. I give up. Flare at 100, the spoilers need to be deployed too? There we go. I was waiting for us to get close so we could do a tower view. There we go. Wait, does it not follow the airplane? I thought for sure it did. Hello? Yeah, okay. Follow airplane. It's the highest tower view in history. Schmack. Not bad. I'm not on VATSIM. Shh. I'm not. Well, friends, that is going to go ahead and wrap up today's live stream. I do apologize that we couldn't do this yesterday like originally planned, but I guess my internet provider had a different idea of what we're going to be doing. But that's okay. We still got this flight in, chat, and we still round out the week here in the Embraer and the FSS. My general conclusion after flying this aircraft for the last week, 6 out of 10. Still needs a lot of work. Is it fun and enjoyable to fly? Yes, absolutely. That being said, it definitely still needs some work. So, I don't know if this is going to get added into our regular rotation. Probably not. But I will take this aircraft out again. God knows when, but I will be taking this aircraft out again. But I don't think it's quite at the level where we can add it to our regular schedule. You know, in there with Phoenix and PMDG and iFly and that type of stuff. Chat, that was your just regular average landing. Welcome to London City. It doesn't even look that bad here from the cabin. Not too shabby, my friends. Anyways, that's my general consensus about the aircraft. 6 out of 10. A lot of room for improvement. It has gotten a lot better, but unfortunately the development time for this aircraft has just been so slow. It makes it damn near impossible to really suggest to anybody, to be honest with you. So do what you will. If you want to support the developer, go for it. If you want to fly an E-Jet, you've just been looking for something different, yeah, there you go. Q400 next week? No. Phoenix A320 next week. No explain yet. Mods, donators, and sponsors, thank you all so much for everything you do for the channel. Without you guys here, this would not be possible. I say this every stream, and I truly do mean it. You guys are the backbone, and you guys make this whole thing go around. And for that, I am forever grateful. So thank you all so much for your continued support. To everybody else that cannot support the stream with a monetary value, but supports the stream through smash down the thumbs up button, flying with us on VATSIM, controlling on VATSIM, I'd like to thank you guys just as much. Thank you all very much for the continued support of this channel. Next live stream from me, I'm hoping, will be Wednesday afternoon. It's probably going to be another short stream on Wednesday afternoon because it's New Year's Eve and I do have to get out to the farm. We're having a couple people over for a little New Year's Eve get-together. So Wednesday in the Phoenix is the plan, friends. Wednesday in the Phoenix afternoon. Obviously no Wednesday evening stream, but we'll try and get an afternoon stream in. But in the Phoenix next week, friends, 319, 320, 321 on the docket for next week. We'll fly all three during the week at some point, so it should be a good week. Guys, have yourselves a great start to the week. Enjoy the rest of your holidays. And I look forward to seeing you on New Year's Eve for a quick little flight in the Phoenix 320. Happy landings, my friends. See ya!